I am the epitome of a college student. Look at this hair. College girl hair. Or 40-year-old mom at the grocery store hair. But walk onto a college campus, at least my college campus, and 9 out of 10 girls will have this hairstyle. I'm not trying to be basic here, but to get this hair clip away from me, you would have to pry it out of my cold dead hands. It's not happening. Hey guys, what's up? So today I'm going to be doing a book haul. I hope you all are having a great start to summer, and I feel like a book haul is just like the perfect time for right now. We're out of school, we have a little more time on our hands to read, so I decided to do a little book shopping recently. We have a big old stack here of books to go through. I'm actually pretty happy with myself because about 3/4 of the books I'm going to show you today have been secondhand. If you thought makeup was an expensive hobby, try book shopping. Let's just see what the retail value of this book was. $27. This will take me like 2 or 3 days to read, but I got this for $13.50 because secondhand. You guys just got a little spoiler. And then I also have a few books from Book of the Month. I'm not sponsored like everyone else. I swear everyone in the book community is sponsored by Book of the Month. They must be doing better than we all think if they can sponsor that many influencers. If you don't know what Book of the Month is, it's basically like a monthly subscription service. I don't always get their boxes. It just depends on what the options are that month. This has been a long enough intro. Let's just get right into the meat and potatoes of this video, the book haul. I guess I'll start with like the books that I thrifted. I actually got these books from Second and Charles, which is a bookstore that sells new and old books, and a weird amount of Disney merchandise. I don't know where they're getting this Disney shit, but there's so much. Where should we begin? Let's start off with this book. The first book I have here, which was actually the last book I picked up when I was at Second and Charles. This is The Thursday Murder Club by Richard Osman. This is actually a book I've been looking for secondhand because I just knew I could find it secondhand. There's just certain books that like you don't really need to buy new because a lot of times they'll show up at used bookstores, especially if they're like older books. I don't think this book is that old. This was published in 2020, so it really isn't that old. Oh, Sherry Lapina blurbed it on the back.
Brilliant, diabolically clever, very funny, highly entertaining, utterly delightful.
And Caroline Kepnes.
A wonderful mystery for lucky. Richard Osman will keep these characters alive forever.
Sorry, I just love to read like authors. I like blurbs on other books. I don't actually like to know too much when I am going into a book, so I'm not gonna like fully read the synopsis for y'all, but I believe this book follows a retirement community that gets together every Thursday, and I believe they discuss like true crime or something like that. But then a murder happens, and then these elderly individuals try to solve this murder. Doesn't that sound cute? It does. Side note, the fox on the cover, isn't that just like so cute? I'm a total animal lover. This has been on my TBR for a while, so I was really happy to see it at Second and Charles for only $12.95, retail $26. The next book I picked up was The Gunkle by Stephen Rowley. This follows a gay uncle who I believe inherits his sister's children or brother's children. Yeah, so it looks like the uncle has to become the children's sole caretaker, but I thought this would be like the perfect poolside read. I wonder why. It gives me like those sweet and wholesome vibes. Some people don't like reading books with kids in it, but I actually do. I like seeing the relationships between the family members, which is kind of surprising because in real life, kids and me, it's like I like kids, but they don't like me for some reason. Also, kids these days, they're kind of mean. They don't have a filter or anything. They will just like go at ya. I got this for $13.50, retail price $27. Let's talk about this book next. This is the Southern's Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires. I don't know if I'll read this during the summer or if I'll save this for like October. Wait guys, the book is like green, and apparently it's from the Public Library of South Carolina. Interesting. I hope the library's not missing this. I don't know what I would do if they want their book back because I technically own it now. This book follows a book club of Southern moms who believe there's a vampire living in their neighborhood. Is it also just me, or can you also not tell what type of fruit this is on the cover? Don't get me wrong, I love the simple minimalistic aesthetic of the cover, but peaches or oranges, I don't know. Please help. This is also classified as horror, which I don't read a lot of horror, but I do love thrillers. People either seem to love or hate this author, Gary Hendricks. This will be my first book by him, so we will have to wait and see. This was $11.50, retail price $23. Oops, my iPad. It's fine. I look really pale today. I love that for me. I really need to tan. So the last two books I got from Second and Charles are both by Sherry Lapina. If you don't know who Sherry Lapina is, she is a thriller author. I've read two of her books, Not a Happy Family and An Unwanted Guest. Loved them both. 5 stars each. I know she wrote two other really popular thrillers. One was called like A Stranger in the House and then The Couple Next Door. I haven't read those ones yet. Actually, my mom has them, so I could steal hers and read them, but those ones seem to get like mixed reviews, so I'm not sure if I want to commit myself yet to those books, but I've heard good things about both of these books by her. First up here, I have Someone We Know. I really don't know much about these books and I like to keep it that way, but I know that in this book, there's like a teenager who starts like sneaking into people's houses, and I believe someone gets murdered, and then the story kind of follows the neighborhood and the secrets in the neighborhood. Kind of sounds like a classic Sherry Lapina. Someone got murdered. What happened? I don't know. We're gonna find out. And then the other Sherry Lapina I got was The End of Her. This one is like the Target edition. So on the first page, Target like wrote the readers a letter. This was the only paperback I ended up picking up from Second and Charles. They just didn't have the paperbacks in the other books. This book follows a couple and the husband is accused of murdering his first wife. So then the current wife has to decide, does she believe that her husband is innocent or is he really a murderer? Sounds good so far. Not good for the current wife. It sounds like quite a dilemma for her. This I got for $6.95. That was quite a steal. This retails for $17. So the book that I picked for my book of the month pick this month was Part of Your World by Abby Jimenez. Sorry. I was really interested in this one because for one, it was a romantic comedy. I love my rom-coms, and I believe the female character works in the medical field, which kind of reminds me of The Love Hypothesis. I loved that book.
Yes, women in STEM.
I like reading about women in STEM. I am not in STEM. I am a media arts and design major. And then it looks like the male character is a carpenter. Okay. Also, a goat is featured in this book. Again, I love animals and animals on the cover. Whenever I read the title of this, I'm instantly reminded of The Little Mermaid.
I want to be where the people are. I want to see them dancing, walking around on those, what do you call them?
A few moments later.
You don't know the words, it's something part of your world.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm here every day until college starts back up again. And then Book of the Month also allows you to pick 2 extra books from their library, which is a really good deal because these books, they are hardcover and they're only $10. That's cheaper than a paperback book. My first add-on this month was No Exit by Taylor Addons. I am so excited to read this. I've been wanting to read this for so long. Y'all probably know about this book already, but basically we follow a college student who is driving back from college and she is stuck in a blizzard. So she pulls into a gas station, but she sees a child locked in a crate in someone's car. So she's trying to figure out which of these strangers at the gas station trapped this child and how can she save her when they're all stranded. Didn't give a great synopsis of that. I am sorry. Give me a break, I'm new to the book community. I just gotta keep practicing. And then the second add-on I chose, which is also going to be the last book I'll be hauling today. This is The Golden Couple by Greer Hendricks and Sarah Pekanen. Oh, it looks like we have 2 Hendricks, Greer and Grady. So this book follows a seemingly perfect couple who may or may not in reality be perfect after all, because they end up going to seek out a therapist because one of them hasn't been very faithful. I don't know how much help they're actually gonna get from this therapist. It seems like the therapist uses some unique methods, or in the book's synopsis, quote, unorthodox methods. I find books with like therapist's point of view like really interesting. Another example of a book like that is A Flicker in the Dark. I read that a few months ago. Fantastic read, 5 stars. Maybe I like therapists in books because I've been to my fair share of therapists. I just like to get into their heads and see what they're thinking. That seems like a bit of a red flag to me. We're just gonna ignore that. The Golden Couple, everyone, though. Okay, so here's all the books I hauled today. I can barely hold it up. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys would like to see more book content in the future, just let me know. I recently put up and organized my new bookshelf, not this one, the one at my apartment. This is my bookshelf at my childhood home. This is actually my temporary TBR shelf right now, which these books will go on shortly. But if you'd like to see me set up my new one, which I absolutely love, make sure to go check that out. I will link it in the card up here. together. Also let me know what books you guys have bought recently. Give me some recs down below. I hope maybe you got some recs from this video. I hope you all are having a fantastic day. Make sure to comment, rate, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.